Yeah, hi there, Rolly. This is Michael from the 7-Step System to pass the TOEFL IBT. So you went ahead and made a few grammatical corrections to the paper that you wrote last time, and I think I told you that you had a number of problems with either sentence structure, maybe word choice, verb tenses, and so on that would probably bring your score down a little bit. So let's take a look at your grammar. I'm going to go ahead and correct it as I go. So many people think that the teacher is the only one who gives lectures or lessons in the university or school. For me, I understand the teacher as anyone. I think this is one word. Anyone can teach me, I would say new, not a, just can teach me new information or skills. Coaches, in my point of view, are the best teachers because of their instant feedback to my performance and their strong emotional relation with students. To begin with, a coach has a close monitoring. I wouldn't say that. I would just say this. Use an adverb here. Make it more concise. A coach closely monitors his students' performance. Since the coach is doing the practices together with his students, he can easily detect their mistakes and then fix them. For example, my father, change this to past tense, sent me during my childhood to, I'm going to say an international swimming learning school in Riyadh, Saudi. I think it's Saudi Arabia to learn how to swim. The swimming coach started teaching me from, I would just say from scratch. And then my skills, still having verb tenses. No, you got the simple past here. You definitely do not want the present perfect here. I would just say and then my skills improve gradually under his close monitoring. After 3 months of training, you're talking about the past, not the present, right? I was selected as one of the national swimming team players. The good thing in my coach coach's teaching method is that I think past tense works better here. He fixed my mistakes at the same time I did them, which is an effective method. So I'm going to use a comma here. You're using which to comment on the previous idea, not just one particular word, but the whole idea there. Okay, so the second reason that I think the coach is the best teacher is a strong emotional relation with his students. Since he is seen as, I would say, a role model by the students, most of his directions will be executed exactly. Here you're saying present is, right? So I'm going to say present here. Says. Remember here, pay attention to what you got going on. You said since he is seen, will be. It's more logical here to use the present tense than the past. Exactly as he says in their performance level will. I wouldn't use passive here. Just say will improve. For example, I would get rid of, you got some unnecessary grammar here and you're avoiding better, more advanced grammar. Say, seeing my swimming coach as my role model and the best swimmer. But I think you're talking about the past here, about the coach, right? We go back to what you said in paragraph 2. here. So let's take this. Okay, so let's see if we got the grammar right now. So, for example, seeing my swimming coach as my role model and the best swimmer I had ever seen, I followed his directions and listened to his advice in order to be like him. Okay, so I think we got it here. Then you say, finally, as I would say here, maybe, as was discussed above, I don't know, that's a little bit awkward. What if you said something like that? So you say, finally, for these reasons, a coach is the best teacher because you don't really have a subject and a verb after this, so you need a preposition, not a subordinating conjunction. So because of the instant student's posture performance feedback he can give, and their complete abidance to his directions that result from seeing him as their role model. I think we got it. Let's look at the last paragraph one more time. So you say, finally, for these reasons, the coach is the best teacher because of the instant student's performance feedback he can give and their complete abidance to his directions that result from seeing him as their role model. Okay, there we go. So your paper's better, but as you can see, I actually made a lot of corrections in there, and these problems with your verb tenses, this is going to cause you some big trouble during the writing part of the test. So you should probably review your verb tenses. For example, when do you use the past perfect tense? When should you use the past tense? When should you use the present tense? So you're not entirely sure on that. So you need to review that a little bit, and probably you can improve your writing in the sense that you'll make a lot fewer errors than you're making right now if you understand that.